Hello everyone, welcome to another video with Kris and Luke. So, hi Luke, thanks for joining us today. Can't hear you. Speak up.
Is that better?
Yeah.
Yeah, okay.
You just sat useless spot in the corner anyway, so who
Drinking
goes?
out of the yellow beaker.
Yeah.
Yes, hello. As much as I want to do this all and make it look like I'm not talking, you can hear me. Yeah, I'm good, thanks. How are you?
Good. Had
Yeah.
a productive week so far. I think this is like video number 11 this week. So,
Ah,
flying through them. Obviously,
so you've almost made as many videos as I have had views on the one I uploaded this morning.
Yeah.
Oh, where's that gone?
Uh,
I've lost
well,
you.
I'll make sure I go and watch it at some point next week. You know, after the ad rate goes down or whatever. I don't care.
Yeah.
Yeah. Um, no, it'll be good. I'll definitely watch your videos because of the high quality work that you don't do. You know.
Yeah, I've been messing around. So the one I filmed a little video vlog on some of the bot action stuff I painted. It's not very long, but I've been messing around on my Surface Pro, trying to look at if I can do video editing on that because that'd be helpful for work as well as for stuff like this. And the short answer is, man, the software I was using was horrible to use. So I need to have another look at that. Might have to invest in something to actually get it to work.
Yeah, I had to stump up the money and start paying for all the Adobe software, the Creative Cloud.
Yeah,
And I did all of that and then still do zero post production work. So money well
yeah,
spent.
yeah. So I have Premiere Pro at work, which is pretty nice. That works really well. But the computer it's on can't hack it. So as soon as I've rendered it once, it's completely useless.
Yeah.
I know that it's fine, but I can't do anything more with it in post production. So damned if I do and damned if I don't.
Ah, well. Post production's for losers anyway. Just get it right first time.
Yeah,
So,
like we did last time.
Definitely was not my fault. The video worked when I listened to it. I blame YouTube.
Yeah.
Please don't
All right.
take my money away, YouTube. I need all of it to pay for the Creative Cloud, which I don't use. So. So where are we today? We're going to talk about the recent spate of news for Games Workshop. More specifically, we're going to cover in more detail the stuff from Adepticon, but we'll touch on the stuff
Yep.
from Gamma as well. So,
Yeah.
do you want to lead us in, Luke? Do you want to talk about 8th edition 40k and
8th edition 40k. So I think we mentioned this or I mentioned this on the Blood Bowl podcast, one of the whenever we did the last one. Feels a little bit like you're in an abusive relationship. That's basically how I feel about Games Workshop, because I appreciate that they're doing stuff for me and that they're engaging with me as part of the community. But what the hell are you doing?
see? It's showing off. I thought you can see me now. I was just playing.
Yeah. But it's a bit odd. So anyway, specific 8th edition changes. I think we've got, from what I remember, changing the movement values to make it more fun. Because why would you possibly want to have a standardized movement value for an overly complicated game? That's one, right?
Yep.
Obviously, that second bit was a subtext in case you can't
Yeah.
get my
No,
dry British humour.
I'm a big fan of when somebody introduces a segment, if they put all of their emotion and opinion into it, so we can have an unbiased conversation about it. I feel like it's good presentation.
Yeah, that's what I thought. The second one would be morale changes,
Yep.
that it's changing. And I'll give you my opinion in a minute, partly because I can't remember the specifics. And then the third one is rending. They're doing something with rending.
Well, it was more of armor penetration or armor modifiers.
Modification, yeah.
So,
But then there's the whole overall feel of it, sort of massive hands. There's the whole overall feel of it kind of getting Sigma hammered to a degree. That's what I think is happening.
So I have a fun anecdote for you. Because it's fun, because it's about me being a whiny little bitch. So I'm old.
Which
Luke.
one is it?
You know, I'm very old now. So when second edition changed to third edition, I spat the dummy out. I threw my teddies out of a pram. I quit 40k. Why would they give you a movement value that was all of the same? Are you trying to tell me that a Terminator can move at the same speed as a Howling Banshee? This is just bullshit. Why would this happen? What do you mean that the armor pen values are going away? I don't understand. Why if I shoot somebody with a las cannon, it should kill them.
It should make a difference.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And I quit 40k for like 3 years. It was almost 4th edition by the time I came back. And that's because, Games Workshop has the claws in you and they don't let go.
Yeah.
So it really amuses me.
Yeah. So, I mean, I've been going straight all the way through since 3rd edition. And I think I was probably there for the end of... When would 2nd edition have been?
I don't know.
Whenever it was.
I was still in school, so you're looking at like 99-ish.
Yeah, I would have been playing 40k. I've been playing 40k since about 97. 97. So it's more the sort of gradual drift away from giving a crap about me, and then me finding other game systems that do give a crap about me. I mean, they still want my money.
Do they? Do they actually care?
But so it's. I felt. I think some of the changes could be quite positive. I genuinely think that. I think morale. There's so many different ways to just ignore morale that it's almost not pointless, but it's not what it should be. I think would be. Is that? I don't know. Is that a fair comment or?
The morale changes are probably the most controversial for me because the premise of what is happening is that the kind of battle shock style system from Age of Sigmar is being introduced. So it will be a 1d6 pusher modified by the leadership characteristic compared to the number of casualties, and then you suffer more casualties. So for me, as playing Beast Claw Raiders, where I have like 2 models with 1 trillion wounds, if one of them runs off and I fail my test, the other one runs off no matter how many wounds he's got, and it's bullshit.
Yeah.
And it's like,
okay.
But
is that part of a wider Sigmar hammering of the game issue?
So I think what is happening there is the speeding up the game, so you don't have to add 2 dice together, because I don't know. But yeah, like I don't mind the changes. Let's be honest, movement values being different isn't a big deal.
No.
Oh no! What do you mean? I need to remember how far my unit can move? What, like every other game ever invented?
Apart from X-Wing.
You have to remember what moves it can do.
Not if you've got the... Well, yeah,
sorry.
I'm just being unhelpful.
Are you about to say not if you have some form of playing aid with them in front of you?
Yes, you mean the ones that Frank Brooks emailed me and told me it was okay to use, yes.
Well, no, like, even if you... So you can do that in X-Wing. Why can't you do that for 40k then?
Okay.
You don't have to remember them.
Yeah,
Stop being a whiny bitch.
But coming from you, that really hurts.
Yeah, it should.
I
want people to quit. I want them to rage quit the hobby. I want videos to be on YouTube of people setting fire to their armies so that I can not click on them because they don't deserve my view. I have never watched a video of somebody burning a high elf army. I know that one exists, but fuck you. I'm not watching your video. You don't deserve my view.
I sold my high elf army to pay for my wife's engagement ring.
You mean you profited from the models that you had rather than didn't set them on fire as protest? Like Games Workshop's like, he paid for us, didn't he? Yeah. He had like 3 years enjoying playing with them. Yeah. It's just overreacting. Yeah, okay. Well, we'll make sure to do nothing about it then.
Yeah. I think at the moment where I am with 40k is just a big pile of meh. I wish it was fifth edition. Like,
But what
at least in like there was not that fifth edition was perfect.
well, for a start, there was no Rabute Gulliman,
Yeah. Oh. I'm
who is
hoping
definitely not a dreadnought, by the way.
he was definitely not a dreadnought, and he's definitely not. This is definitely not the 40k version of the end times. And then suddenly he's going to become irrelevant. That's definitely not happening.
I don't think they will properly do. Someone said that they wiped the Slate Queen and null and voided all of the old fluff for fantasy. I remember reading it on one of the forums somewhere. It's like, well, technically they didn't. Technically they just moved it forward by
progressed it.
Yeah, by such a large amount to make all of the old fluff irrelevant. They didn't wipe it. It's still there. It still happened, but it's just not really relevant to the current state of the game. That I cannot see happening. What might happen is, well, what I hope happens is like the Emperor dies or something, and then you could do it. It's a perpetual, so he's going to come back. So there's now hope at the end of that light at the end of the tunnel. You can have.
Well, if you
Gulliman
read, sorry, go on.
No, go on. It's alright. I'm just talking
if there are some of the older 40k fluff books which probably aren't even relevant anymore, but say that basically it's ironic, the demons don't want him to die because then he can get into their environment and
become
kick
a god.
ass.
Yeah,
and actually win.
Yeah.
So it still swings and roundabout. But look, they've still got their claws in me. Damn it.
See, it's okay. Yeah. What we should do, I have a plan, Luke, to we could do Kris and Luke story time and tell the fluff in a very English way. So
the way it was meant to be told, like the White Dwarfs from the 90s, lots of sarcasm and kind of big nerds.
So the Emperor's like, "Yo, Magnus, what are you doing, man? What are you doing? Why?" And Magnus is like, "Well, Horus is a bad guy, It's like, yeah, but what are you doing?"
No, he's a bad guy, but what are you doing?
And then the Space Wolves.
Have puppets.
Yeah. Just you wait till we do the Blood Bowl section and I get the props. Yeah. It's gonna be good. Definitely don't have...
Definitely, you have props this time. I don't really have props. Maybe I just need a puppet. So I think the changes will... I don't like where it is at the moment, 40k that is, so I'm interested to see how things go. I did feel that the statement that they made about the General's Handbook being the most popular thing ever was a bit disingenuous. Since the reason it was the most popular thing ever is that they'd spent the previous year sodomizing the fact that you might want to play a balanced game of whatever you're calling fantasy. And then went, oh, here you are, you can have this. And everyone went, oh, thank goodness.
Well, I enjoyed listening to Ben Curry and everyone talking about how they made the book and got invited. And for me, it's a really good thing. If you look at tying into our love of FFG as well, since the amicable divorce, FFG are giving away copies of Rune Wars as we speak at Adepticon. So they're getting into a mass battle game. Games Workshop are pumping out all of these really high quality board games and are actually engaging with the customers, getting OP kits and having their own YouTube channel, having their own Twitch streams.
I don't think they've blocked me on Twitter anymore now, by the way.
Have they unblocked you?
I think they've unblocked me on Twitter.
Well, it's because you're a dick.
Well, because they've unblocked me. That's because I'm a dick.
Well, yeah. They understand how Twitter's supposed to work now.
I was so proud when I discovered that I was blocked by the Games Workshop Twitter account.
So this is a different question entirely. Which Games Workshop Twitter account do you actually follow?
Yeah.
It's like, guys, just get one.
Yeah, just get one. I don't want to... I don't want to follow that one because you're only going to close that store in 2 years' time anyway.
Yeah.
And then I'm going to have to go 40 minutes down the road to Warhammer World.
I hate you so much. 40 minutes down the road to Warhammer World. News just in. So
It's just in.
Sean is 3-2 now from the series open. Damn.
Oh, is there a series open going on?
Yeah, yeah, it's the last one.
But it's a Friday.
Oh no, whatever it is at Adepticon. Yeah,
Well, it won't be a series. Oh, it might be a series. Oh, I don't know.
I don't know.
You got all the series opens this year, but that's
Yeah.
a different topic. We can't talk about that. People won't know what that is.
Oh, okay.
Yes. So moving on to one of the other ones, which would be Necromunda, but it's not Necromunda, but it is Necromunda, and you want it because it's Necromunda, but it's not Necromunda.
So Shadow War Armageddon.
Yes. Not even on the right planet.
No. I'm disappointed. They always skip the good wars on Armageddon. No one cares about my Gazgul Magaret Fracker.
Yeah.
I don't know, whatever his name is. No one cares about him. It's all about Angron.
Oh yeah, that one was good. Yeah.
The good wars of Armageddon. No one cares about these crappy orc invasions.
The one where they just execute everybody afterwards.
Yeah. So, thanks for surviving and helping. Die. Oh, thanks, Imperium.
Yeah. Yeah.
See, Kris and Luke story time. It's a thing.
Yeah. It's turning into a thing. As I commented on your video earlier, I'm not happy about it, but I think the reason I'm not happy about it is that Necromunda is my favourite game ever.
Did you not hear the part where I said I was still just going to play as my rat skins? I don't care.
Yeah. So, but then I could still play as any of my gangs, and actually I use the models anyway in 40k, but I really wanted I don't know. I understand. I think it's really smart from a business perspective.
It is. It sickens me.
So smart, and I find it a little bit like, oh, you're making a proper business decision. I feel a little bit ill, and I can see why you're doing it.
It's an exciting time to be a fan of Games Workshop. It's like, oh, what's that? You like 30k? You like plastic Horus Heresy stuff? Here, have some. You want to play skirmish games? Yeah, okay, we can do that. What else do you want? What, Rabute? Yeah, he's fine. Have him. Yeah. Tactical Dreadnought, Rabute, it's fine.
Yeah.
Definitely not a Dreadnought, not a robot. There is a picture on Twitter of the Futurama Nixon.
Yeah,
he bursts out with the fingers up, and it's just got Gullman's head. I am not a Dreadnought. I am not a crook. Are you sure, Rabute? Are you sure you're not just a head floating in that armor? We'll see.
Yeah, when they progress the fluff along another 10,000 years.
Warhammer 50,000. Can't wait.
It's not even in the It's 39 and as many nines on that as and that's been retconned backwards about 3 times anyway.
Well, that's it. If you think so, the Gathering Storm or whatever it's called does start at the 13th Black Crusade.
We've already been through the 13th Black Crusade.
But because Chaos won and they weren't supposed to, they at the time they changed that. Now they've acknowledged that, and it's like, okay, this is what actually happened. So it's good. Like I said, I'm really happy just with everything moving forwards. On to actually Armageddon, because we were going back to 8th edition again, because it's so exciting. And the sky is definitely falling. But I'm happy that they're going to introduce it. I really like the combat system from Necromunda, so I like that 2nd edition style of combat where you actually feel like your model is fighting an opposing model.
Yeah.
It'll be interesting. So I know what's in the box. I don't know how much is being officially spoiled yet, so I could get myself in trouble. But hopefully it's all been spoiled anyway. But it's like you get 5 combat scouts. You get 1 of each scout box and a box of Orc Boys, basically, which doesn't feel like a balanced game if you're playing current 40k.
No.
So something has to be drastically different. And the talk is obviously that all of the current races are going to be able to be represented. And It feels like that very clever thing of, oh, you just want to buy one box and play? Yeah, okay. So,
Yeah, and it's so they must do. My question is how the rules, if they're taking the Necromunda rule set, and then they're also doing eighth. If you're using Armageddon as a gateway drug to eighth edition, and some of the bits in eighth edition are going back to be what second edition was like, and some of them aren't. The whole kind of way that interacts, I guess we'll see. But if it's just a skirmish version of, it can't just be a skirmish version of whatever they make 8th edition, because 8th edition is sort of like really, really simple.
Yeah.
So it must have to be more complicated to be like Necromunda. And then I suppose the argument is, well, you want to play bigger models, but it won't take any more time because the rules are so simple.
Yeah. And that's why it's such a genius idea, because you've got I bought this one box, I've built my stuff up, I've been playing with it. You can progress them with skills and everything like that. So you get that sense of attachment to your gang, shall we say.
Yeah.
But, I mean, I am so sad. I'm not salty, I'm just sad. I really hope that they do have the Blood Bowl PDF type thing of this is the rules for your gangs. So that'd be nice, but we'll see.
That would be cool. I think... Oh, I can't remember what I was going to say. So, talk about the other one, and then I have an observation to make.
Okay.
So the other one is basically not more time.
I think there's a lot more to this one. Yeah, I've already closed the link now, though. This is going to be awesome. So you keep talking about Necromunda, make me definitely look professional.
I like Necromunda. I do like Necromunda. The thing that makes the reason I think that I'm so sad is that what I was hoping was they bring Necromunda back out and everyone, and I'd be able to say, this is a great game, you can get the new one and we can all play it to my mates.
Yeah.
Whereas now what will happen is we'll play Armageddon and I'll go, well, it's not Necromunda, but we're all playing it, so I better play it.
Yeah. Okay. There we go. I just cheated and, like I say, I went to Bell of Lost Souls. You know, thanks, Larry. Your website's still there. I still use.
I don't really know anything about the fantasy one, like the fantasy skirmish one.
Warhammer Underworld's Shadespire. So we have a new game, which is a tactical system using upgradable models, where they have like a card and dice mechanic, and we're going to be organized play for it. It's going to be OP for this game.
Wow, okay.
Yeah, so like
that's pretty scary.
It's actually awesome. Come on, you cannot deny how good
it's
that is.
Awesome, but it's like like we've been poking something, like we've been poking a monster that's gone to sleep, and we wanted it to help us, and then it's waking up. Just like this could, it's with great power comes great responsibility. I think is probably a better way to emphasize what I'm feeling.
Yeah, it's really good. I'm looking forward to it. It's interesting to see that there is a female Stormcast Eternal model in the game.
Yeah,
and she doesn't have boob armor.
So she's not got any boobs, or she's
the chest plate goes all the way across. It doesn't point.
Okay.
It doesn't direct the blade into your heart.
Oh, I see.
Yeah.
Yeah. So, well, that's probably a good thing.
It's like, it's not overly sexualized. Games Workshop put a female Stormcast in there who isn't.
Do you think it's just a male one that identifies as female?
Oh, controversial. I mean, I don't honestly.
I
don't know
fair,
which of the 63 genders she could be.
Yeah. Yeah. Space alien female plant.
I've heard that are actually 63 genders. I don't know. I've got no idea. I'm just like a horrible old man who's definitely going to get his YouTube channel shut down because of you, Luke. Yeah, 63 genders. None of them Stormcast Eternal.
Oh, you're being serious?
Yeah, apparently.
Oh, right, okay.
Like 63 recognized genders now. I don't know. I know of like 2.5, 3, I suppose, but I don't know.
I can think of I can think of a few, but I think I might get myself into more knots than it's worth expressing my badly formed opinions. Not that they're. See, there we go.
It's okay. I mean,
don't know enough about it to not say something horribly offensive by mistake.
That's good. Very well done of you to not put your foot in your mouth. Leave that to me.
Yeah.
So I definitely want.
I guess the question with the Stormcast Eternal is, but what about Sisters of Battle, and what about Space Marines?
Yeah. What about them? I don't care.
Okay. And what about Guardsmen and Orcs and?
So there aren't any female orcs because orcs don't have a gender. They're plants.
Well, yeah, they're plants, aren't they?
Guardsmen, there are female guardsmen. It's just Games Workshop doesn't make them. Like they all end up on Asvold Vex Speeder.
Yeah.
But
we don't know that anymore because they sanitized the game for 12-year-olds.
Yeah. Who's Slanesh again?
Yeah.
That's always bothered me, if I'm honest. See, more Kris and Luke story time. Slanesh isn't the dirty god of dirty things. That's one of the 63 genders. Obviously, it's Slanesh, but is the god of indulgence and overindulgence.
Yeah.
So, if I worship Slanesh, there's far more chance of me being a fat mess than of me being
being a lied kind of come to me. Yeah.
So I'm pretty sure I'd be overindulging in all of it.
Yeah.
And look at me, I'm practically there. Why does Nurgle have all the fatties? They're all malnourished. That's why they're bloated. They're not fat. All the fat ones are Slanesh worshippers. Oh. That always bothered me. And the current one of it was a converted model. I'm not going to call it by name because I don't actually know the person, but there was a converted model which was a new Slaneshi acolyte type thing. And it's like, well, you've given them 2 breasts, like just fully exposed 2 breasts. So like, well, it's not really Slaneshian, is it? It's only supposed to have 1. You know, you can do your porno pin-up miniatures. I don't mind, mate. Do what you want, but don't try and make excuses for your vulgar tastes.
Yeah. Yeah, and I wonder if that's why they've strayed away from Necromunda a bit as well, because some of the Escher models were...
Hey, Mad Donna.
Yeah. I've got that model. It's worth quite a lot of money, actually.
I know.
Price-wise.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh, dear.
I wonder if that's why they've gone slightly more mainstream. So my question would be, if Shadows over Armageddon is new Necromunda, the other one with the stupidly long name is new Moretime or replacement Moretime.
I think this is its own thing, to be honest. I think it's kind of a disservice in both directions to call it new Mordheim. Because I don't think
new Mordheim was fake Necromunda.
Yeah, it was. But don't tell people that because the Mordheim people will hate you.
Yeah, but they know that it's true. And then... So the other ones are Gorka Morka. Not that I ever played that.
Well, I played Gorka.
Gothic. And then if you want to really go down the rabbit hole, Epic Armageddon.
Adeptus Titanicus is the...
Adeptus Titanicus.
Space Marine.
I've got that. What's the flying one called?
Aeronautica Imperialis was a Forge World game. Do you want to have a game? We can play right now. I've got the rule book and stuff just set up behind me. We can play. It's fine. It's like before FFG did X-Wing, there was Aeronautica Imperialis. And what happened was Everyone went, this game is fucking awesome. Shame it's only got Forge World models though.
Yeah.
I don't live in Nottingham, so I'm not going to play.
Yeah. Yeah. See, I had friends who worked for Games Workshop and lived in Leicester. So, yeah, 50% discount. They got 50% discount and bought all the stuff.
You see this here, Luke? This is
I recognise that.
This is a custom-made base for my Tau Epic army.
Yeah.
From Forge World. To go with my Tau Aeronautica Imperialis fleet. To go with my Tau Forge World Battlefleet Gothic fleet.
Oh dear.
Yeah. If I scratch too hard here, I think it just says smuck. Oh, what's that, Forge World? You want my money? Take it. Just take it.
Yeah.
Oh.
Just take it.
Oh,
So
dear.
the one that I'm thinking they haven't done is Gothic, Battlefleet Gothic. And if they've got any sense, that's where Final Fantasy Flight have the market. So I think they must be thinking, how are we going to dent that?
Well, if you think about the actual turnout for games of Armada at the events, regionals over on this side of a pond anyway, are still like 30, 40 people for a big one. So that's not a massive share of a market for fleet battle type game. Obviously, if they tried to do Aeronautica Imperialis, they've shit the bed, it's too late. You're not going to dent X-Wing with your IP because X-Wing is always going to win. But they could easily do justice to Battlefleet Gothic. The computer game's there. It's a good.
And maybe that's what they've done. They've done the computer game to see if because that's what they did with Blood Bowl, I guess. Like they did the computer game to see if there was massive hands.
That's
kind of what the Battlefleet Gothic trailer's like, isn't it? It's just lots of things going like that.
That's what all Imperial spaceships are like.
Yeah, my face.
Yeah. If there was, I could see more justification for Orc Brute ram ships.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Like this.
Yeah. See?
Yeah. Funny face for the podcast, in case you can't tell. So, yes, I'm now waiting to see what they do with Battlefleet Gothic, if they do something with Battlefleet Gothic, because that's the one missing, if you don't count Gorka Morka, because Gorka Morka was weird but fun, but weird.
It was Necromunda for orcs, and it was only fun if you had the Grot land sailboats and the Red Gobble.
Yeah.
I actually played Gorka Morka and really enjoyed it. I just wish they would have started with the Diggernob expansion, because only having Gorkas or Morkas.
No idea what you're talking about, but okay.
You're such a noob.
I just didn't play it. I looked at that and went, I want to play Necromunda. Yeah,
that's what I wanted to do as well, but my mate wanted to play so Alan. Alan wanted to play stupid Alan. Bro, there's so many stories. He's never going to watch a video, so I can talk about him all you like. I'll not say surname though, because but he knows. He wanted to play Gorka Morka, and it's like, okay, we'll play that. And he wanted to be the Morkas, so I had to be the Gorkas, and he wanted to do this, so I always had to do the crap stuff.
Okay. Let me just get my popcorn, because this is so interesting. How's that going on the audio now?
Oh yeah, it's good.
Yeah.
It's good.
Yeah.
My headphones
Can
picking
people
it up.
hear it?
Yeah. Okay, I
so
suppose
that's my. It's Battlefleet Gothic is my question.
So with the Epic Armageddon update, which is going to be Adeptus Titanicus, they're increasing the scale by all accounts to, I believe it's going to be 10 mil rather than 6 mil. So if you were to do a BFG, would you rescale stuff, or how would you do it?
I would come up with a better way to put models on flying bases.
I would just stop making those models in metal so that they break for flying bases.
Yes. That would be the first thing I would look
Do you
at.
want me to show you the bottom of my despoiler class battleship and how many times it's been drilled?
I know. Yeah. Then you drill down into the flying base, and the flying base splits. So you have to get splits. You have to get more. That was before that's when I thought pinning drill here. This is my own original drill. That's when I thought that was the answer. I now know that magnets is, the new wave. I would, based on what I would like or what I think is a sensible business decision, I think it would be a sensible business decision to potentially change the scale, and if they did a box set, to make 3D asteroid terrain for the map.
Yeah.
Because that's where it would start to look really good.
Yeah.
Compared to X-Wing. Not that it's directly comparable, because it's not. But then it's starting to look, actually, we're fighting over a whole solar system, or we're in a asteroid belt, or all that kind of crazy stuff.
I really liked, I still enjoy the rules for all the planetary bodies and gravity and how it affects torpedoes, and overly complex rules are awesome.
Let me just reference this massive grid. I have 3 shots because you're astern of me.
But I think that covers pretty much everything we wanted to talk about for Games Workshop news from Adepticon. So obviously the actual news segment was maybe 2 minutes of our 40-minute talk. So we have Warhammer Underworld Shadespire, Armageddon, Shadow War Armageddon. Is it Armageddon Shadow War? Shadow War Armageddon? I think it's
Fake Necromunda. It's called Fake Necromunda. It's called. We did something with Lost Patrol, and now we're doing something else with it.
I've got Lost Patrol. I've never played it. It's still on the sprue. But I'm going to do a playthrough video at some point. The problem is, I can't do a playthrough video without painting the models. And I don't want to paint like 6 Gene Stealers or however many there are. I just don't want to.
Yeah.
So I've got 2 copies of Space Hulk to paint as well. So it will have to get done at the same time as those.
Yeah.
And then rumours / confirmation that there is going to be an 8th edition. So I look forward to seeing what that is. I cannot wait. If you are going to burn your armies, please let me know so that I can host a video for you and then not actually watch it myself.
Could you make like a compilation video? Could people send you in
just clips,
clips of them burning things, and like the funniest one, or wins a prize, or something hilarious?
I'll get some like really good audio. We'll get some like all by myself. Just people crying.
Maybe not a 40-minute mashup though, but
it's going to be good.
That could be a thing.
I'm really excited to see the nerd rage because change. And like I said at the start, I was there. I did it myself. The teddies came out of a pram, so now I get to sit back and enjoy everybody else living through my pain. The circle is now complete.
Yeah, one day all of this will be yours.
Yeah. Okay, you got any closing thoughts, Luke?
Not that are of any relevance.
That's good, because I'm just going to cut you off and end the show now. Cheers for watching, everyone. See you again next time.